Barry, that seemed like kind of a strange one. You did generate quite a bit, but it seemed like whenever they got a chance, it was pretty much a grade A one.
Yeah, yeah. I think when you're chasing it a little bit, you force it, and then they come down. I thought the first couple goals we could have prevented it. I thought, we got beat outside a couple times. Got a little bit of a shorthanded goal. I lost the battle in front. Those we've got to have a little bit. There's one after the icing. We've got to make sure we maintain that. So yeah, we were chasing it all game. They did a real good job after they got up. They did a real good job of making it difficult. They clogged it up pretty good through the neutral zone with their 1-3-1. So we just have to stay with it. We just needed to get one early to stay in it. And when they got it to 3 and 4, I mean, the third goal was huge. That one was really huge. Because you get the next one, it's a 2-1 game, and you just grind it out. But they did a good job. I'm not going to take anything away from them. They did a real good job tonight.
Barry, did you have to just match their determination, or is it 3 games in 4 nights, and it's hard to generate that type of?
I don't know. I can't really answer that. I was hoping you want to be able to come every night. We've played, this is 3 and 4 nights, or 3.5, I guess. A couple of emotionally charged games. I thought we were fine. I thought, going into it, but at the same time, they got the lead, and then they got the second one, and we sort of, sagged a little bit.
Barry, any update on Cal and what happened with Casey?
Cal, upper body. Casey's been just dealing with a little bit of flu more than anything. We had a couple guys before the game that weren't feeling real great, but that's that time of year. So I don't think there's anything there. Hopefully not. But yeah, that's what I was just told, that he had to go see the Pepto-Bismol guy type of thing,
Do you see this? You had a good game against Toronto. There have been some other less than ideal performances. Do you see this as a trend now, where the team is not playing where you want it to be?
Well, I don't know. Trends are, probably what's our record over the last 20 games? It's still pretty solid. But in the last 10, I've been in this a long time, and I always say that, you're gonna go through stretches of 10 games where you're gonna be outstanding. Good teams are gonna have those 8 1-1 records, and then the next 10 you got to grind through it. And if you're a good team, you can put together another, maybe a 7-2-1, and then you're gonna go through a 10 game stretch where it's not gonna come easy. Some nights maybe you don't get the goaltending, your power play doesn't click, whatever. But you're gonna have to grind through it. And right now, I think we have to grind through stuff right now. We're playing very good hockey teams, teams that are desperate. Philly's been playing well. I think they have the 3rd best record since January 10th. I think it was on the screen, their last home game, and so they've been playing really well. So at that point, you just played 3 teams that were emotionally charged and good teams, and Philly played a good game tonight, and we fell behind and we couldn't get back on the rails, and that's a lot of it's to do with them. I mean, we've done that to many teams this year. When you've got a 2-goal lead, or you're doing really well, you just stay on top of them, and they're getting frustrated, and then you have to sort of cheat a little bit, to get some ice, and if it doesn't click, then it gets frustrating. You're back at your end, all that stuff. That you just got to hope that when we had a 2-0, get it to 2-1. They made it 3-0, and you're saying, okay, let's get one early, and then we got a chance. But we weren't able to do it quick enough and generate, that first goal quick enough in that game.
All right, outside of the Toronto game this week, 1 goal in each game. You've got a couple of young guys who've given you a boost before down in Bridgeport. Do you feel like this group is owed a chance to kind of, like you said, grind their way out of it, or do you feel like there's options?
I think my first instinct when you ask that is I think they deserve to grind that out a little bit. We missed Marty today. Casey was in and out of the lineup today. Just different things were happening. So, like the third period, I had probably 30 line combinations I was just throwing out there, trying to generate something a little bit different. So. I don't. Yeah, it's a thought. You know, some of the young guys have done a really good job, but at the same time, you know, like I took Tommy Kuhnackel out to let Andrew not have to play 3 and 4. Just to think that's too quick for someone coming out of how long he's been out. I thought he played well. You know, Tommy got a goal the other day, and I pulled him out. So, but he was on standby for another player today. So we'll just see where we are tomorrow, and we'll discuss it. We're going to try to put the best lineup out there all the time.